Hi, I'm Monica McCarthy with HomeSmart Preferred Realty in Salida, Colorado, and I am here with Steve Chapman of Salida Walking Tours and local historian. And we are going to share with you the history of Buena Vista, Colorado. If you want to know why it's called Buena Vista, check out my other video. We also talk about the origin of that naming. But for now, we're going to just talk about the history of the town. So thanks for chatting with us today.
Yeah,
Tell us a little bit more. How did Buena Vista come to be as a town as we know it now?
yeah, absolutely. And BV actually was around before Salida ever existed,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's all about mining. They had the big gold discovery at California Gulch near
Okay.
Leadville,
Okay.
and within a matter of months, we have over 20,000 people rush out here. They're looking to
Wow.
get rich.
What year roughly was that?
So being in the 1870s,
Okay.
somewhere in that. I don't know the exact
That's
date, but
okay.
somewhere in that range.
1870s.
And Cottonwood Gulch
Okay.
on the outside of Buena Vista was heavy with mining.
Okay.
So BV became the town where the miners would come in, they needed supplies, and that's really where the money was in supplying the people who were mining.
Okay.
And at the time, it was a chaotic, Wild West town. You read the old newspaper articles, and the traffic jams were ridiculous.
Huh.
You have wagons and ox and horses and people, and it was literally just chaos. It was as crowded as you can imagine, and it was filthy and very violent. It was a Wild West town.
Okay.
I mean, they had shootouts where both people killed each other. It was, in fact, it was so bad in the early days. At one point, the town brought in famed gunman Bat Masterson.
Okay.
Now, he had a reputation, and what he would do is he would sell his services to towns. He would come in and put posters everywhere. Bat Masterson is going to be marshal, and criminals will be shot on sight. Of
Okay.
course, then all the crime would go away. But then he'd leave in a month. He'd make his money, and the
And then
chaos
you
would
come
come
back.
back. So he was
Okay.
there only for 30 days as
Okay.
marshal, but that was just to calm everything down.
Okay. Wow.
So the mining traffic was incredible. It got a bit of a relief when the railroad finally expanded. Until then, you had to take a wagon from Buena Vista to Leadville.
Wow.
It was a rough, slow ride. And then when the railroad comes, that kind of alleviates a lot of that traffic.
Okay.
And they start developing the area. The hot springs up there used to be a whole different name. It was Haywood Hot Springs in the early days.
Okay.
But they were marketing
Cottonwood
that.
Hot Springs.
Haywood.
Well, what was it? The one now?
It's Mount Princeton.
Oh,
now.
Mount Princeton Hot
Yes.
Springs. Okay.
But they were marketing that. They wanted people, even back then, tourism. They were
Okay.
marketing all over the state. And the old advertisements are kind of hilarious. The hot springs will cure rheumatism, arthritis, psychiatric issues, asthma. Like, it just cured everything.
Magic Hot Springs.
Yeah, and that area, it's been popular for ages. The Native Americans used to come there in the winter because the ground never got cold
Oh.
because of the hot springs. And they would use the hot springs, but they could camp out there and have warm grounds
Yeah.
as well.
Smart.
And then really things begin changing when Salida gets built. And
Okay.
there's been animosity between the communities going way back, rivalries.
Rivalry.
Because the county seat got moved from Buena Vista to Salida, the population starts coming to Salida.
Okay.
In fact, at one point, in the early days, they had people out on the road to redirect people to Buena Vista saying, you don't want to go to Salida, it's not a good place. So there's always been that competition for money.
Gotcha. Okay.
But at the time, there were about 3,000 people in Buena Vista before Salida ever existed. It was a big, thriving community. It's about the same size now.
Okay.
More recent days, it's been modernized. We've got a lot of beautiful buildings that have gone in downtown. You got the new district that's built as well. So another area that's been discovered and is starting to thrive. There's still some good-natured rivalry between the schools and
Yeah.
athletics.
Good natured is good.
Yeah, it's definitely has evolved in a little more positive fashion.
Sure, as many things have, right?
Yep, exactly.
Okay. Well, awesome. Well, thanks for sharing us. Do you have anything else to add about BB?
That's about it, really.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for enlightening us on the history of Buena Vista, and thanks for watching. If you're interested in Salida, Buena Vista, in the Chaffee County area, please subscribe to this channel. And more information about Steve and myself are in the show notes. All right. Thanks for watching.